Hey, how's everyone doing? So I wanted to talk about something that I was working on. Actually, I got it a little bit of it, or I should say a lot of it, from Julian Lage. He has a video, and he talks about exploring the guitar's range. And in it, what he talks about is that obviously he started out, I think, playing a Strat, and then he liked his father's Telly, and he started playing the Telly, and then he migrated on to arch tops. And one of the problems with arch tops is that um, everyone said to stay away from the low notes primarily because you got in the way of the bass players, and there was just a tendency because of feedback on arch tops of it to get a little bit muddy. And so there was this tendency when you were soloing to take the solos off the treble notes, basically the high E, B, and G strings. And after a while, he migrated back to solid body guitars, and he plays primarily now, I think, a Telly. And then, and as a result of that, he found out that, which I'm finding out, is that there are a lot of sweet notes on the low notes of a guitar. The beauty of the guitar is, like, tonal wise, is that you want to explore all of the frequencies and the different ranges of it. And there is a tendency when we as guitarists start playing, specifically most guitar players come from sort of a blues tradition, and that's basically stuff like. So all these solos are taken on the high strings, basically. And so the whole idea of some of the practicing that I'm doing now is kind of try to match the range or the tonality of it to your voice. And he talks about that. And basically, it's like, don't be afraid of the low notes, and don't be afraid of getting in the way of a bass player. So by way of example, some of the things I'm doing is, say, for example, if I've got this, which is basically, just going to take which is basically a seventh. This is basically a C seventh. I'm using the G notes, and then G sharp, and then A. Okay, so basically. And now what I'm going to do is try to take a little bit of a solo. I'm going to try to stay away from, say, the B and the E string when I solo. So I'm going to use primarily my low notes and stay within the register of, I'm going to call it my sweet spot for the purposes of this experiment, which is going to be the low string. So. Okay, it's very, very hard, and it's a work in progress. One of the things I'm trying to do is I will bump up to the B or the E string just to add a little bit of emphasis. So let me try to play it again, but this time maybe a little bit smoother. All right, work in progress. So I practice some of this stuff. Thank you so much. Bye now.